I was hiding on mute. Oops. I don't even know how many days it's been. I know it's been like a week though. I gotta do stories still. So much. Wise I go to get education. What in the world I'm doing? Nah, I ain't reading. Oh.
Lord Phaethon, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh, season 1 epilogue. Yippee.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you
Where's that
comfortable while you slept,
audio options right now?
but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
No.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm.
Oh.
I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper
Maybe.
Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him, some relate to his struggles, and Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Well.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind
Oh yeah, I forgot about the sacrifice core. The whole reason we're here.
Interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your
Important
time.
faith in matters.
Be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Laikon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Laikon.
Yes, let me turn off the audio.
Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Thank you, game. It's where the options on more tools. Dialogue up, I think that's what I gotta do.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning, Laikon. Wise mentioned
Much
you wanted
better.
to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to
Oh,
Miss
where we
Vivian
going?
in person.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary.
Too fancy of a word.
Mockingbird
I don't
has
know what it
many tricks
means.
up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? That was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Oh. Ooh. Have you seen the mayor? I don't even remember.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
What?
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
He may have killed someone, but that's not the point.
The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the
They've been digging a
location where the
box.
exaltist's most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just
There's no sacrifices and there's no game.
Right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Tops steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations.
Oh, is that what I'm doing this patch?
Once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Yeah, do be fair. It'd be hard to get to eepin. Why I'm here.
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Mayor.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon. Good day, Lord Phaethon.
When I wanna. When I can't even use Lycan? What the heck is this? Who's on the team?
Wanna
Oh,
be my
wait.
research subject?
Oh, if I can only have one, what am I doing?
Which alias should I use?
Waking up.
Pick
Make
the
sure to
fish.
get me an absent note.
Look like Goodrich is gonna get better in 2 weeks.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Has someone already
Yippee.
taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Two guys, generic looking NPCs.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Ooh, it's shady. I think,
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who's this she you keep mentioning?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
But we don't. Ooh.
I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
I mean, it can't be worse than what's happening in HSR from what I understand, and that is... Ooh. I haven't either, but I seen one thing, and it's them is they renamed some of the like the big enemies. They're like cat. They named them pretty much the Titan that the whatever character was replacing, like that big old dragon with its head in the egg. They renamed that the casters I saw, and they're just spooky. See if I can find it next time the yapping starts.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but...
Get back!
Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
Do you like that?
Nothing here either.
There's gonna be nothing anywhere. Oh. Never mind.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille! What are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant
There's a sister?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Never
Are you
mind.
trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then!
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't...
This is what I saw.
Take your friends and...
There's this and
What's
2
wrong?
other ones.
Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me?
Like finding and Dynaston.
Vivian,
I'll be a good night as well.
you're crying. You see me, don't you?
Hello, the other ones.
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice.
I use the other
Stay
2.
out of this. She loathes
Mighty
you.
Most, and I'm not even
I
trying to
won't
pronounce
tell
that.
you we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
It's spooky, let me tell you. was like the first thing I saw this morning.
Lord Phaethon, watch out!
Ow.
I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first.
Get lost! Time to go home.
Oh,
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon.
I'm right here.
I'm not the easiest to console.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual.
It's at least $27.
Controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard
I'm gonna
anything
need
about this.
$27 next week to go to
Do you have
pre-release.
time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
At least get me most of the way there.
I'm in. Let's go together.
Yeah, you go do that. I gotta do a little bit of gambling. Gimme. It didn't go well. Oh no, it's not gonna keep going. I know it's singles, but I'm so. What pity am I at even? How many pulls have I done? What's the math on that? Yeah, and a character, considering he's on the weapon banner. We've done 64 polls. This has been a little bit since then. What, like... two batches ago, I think it was? I don't quite remember. I want to say she got... No, that been reread?
An old
I'll
friend
look
of mine
later.
said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Oh my god, there she is.
I learned a lot about data scraping on internet thanks to her.
It's Rain.
Rain! Long time no see.
Hey, get out of here.
Been a while.
Go to bed.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Faithin. Long time no see.
Leave.
Rain!
Move.
You actually know that Lord Faithin is Lord Faithin? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Faithin.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Faithin wouldn't be interested in that.
What? Yeah, I
Why are
would.
you all tense? Right. Lord Faithin lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like
Not
that.
possible. Seen one.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Faithin, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
You know.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near
What?
the
You don't...
hollow.
They didn't die?
Communication went dark. I think they were taken into the hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll check things out.
Yeah.
This is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you are unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh?
But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Oui, if you say so.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Hey. Little bang boo.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
No, no, it's no shark boo.
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
I'm just talking to some random guy.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything.
Who are you and where are you all with me?
No. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you.
It's too spooky.
I have a family, they'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family.
Yeah, you're right.
must
Sounds like a
miss you
loser.
dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will
I don't know
turn
about
out.
that one.
But if you do nothing now,
You know, you do, I guess.
the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up.
After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me.
Oh!
And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes.
Trying to make
I
mistakes.
really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough.
Getting
Totally
things
different from the
done, you
impression
know?
you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Holy.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first
Ooh,
met.
that's a fun one.
And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you.
No, I feel she would have known.
Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our faith in account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang. I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
Huh? What's up?
Oh.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
Gotta file for harassment. What's she
Since I
doing?
was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Me? What did I do?
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time.
What did I do?
I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments on mine. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well,
When was it?
you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Huh? No!
So, Lord
I'm too
Phaethon,
dumb to know.
thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Phaethon, I truly like who I've become. Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
I forgot there was a story part to this story.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when you returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Time to commit crime.
Good day, Lord Phaethon.
Waking up. Ugh.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It looks like he's scheming.
Was trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
You will handle a fish. To go fast.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Get lost! Sick! Take this. Get lost!
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Get lost!
Break time! Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
Run.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Dodge. Get back! Get lost!
Time to go home.
Take this.
Weeks, they're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. No matter who
Yeah, they gotta
has
be
the sacrifice
fast.
core, Hartman or the Exalt. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
Ow. Stop it.
You sure talk big, little girl. Let's see if you can get past me first.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core
I'm
in the
fast.
box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Oh. Who's this?
Vivian, it's been
Who's
ages.
Dina?
Dina!
Wowie.
My, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
No, I don't think about it.
Back then, I had no idea. You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on? I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really?
No fair.
So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille.
You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously? The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know.
In a shoe.
If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Give me the sacrifice core. Be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
More ethereals are coming. Too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
Get back. Out of the way. Take this.
You're the boss, Master. Break
Oh
time.
no, what am I gonna do? Oh, ooh.
You're the boss, Master.
I'm gonna die.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Can't I run?
There are so many.
There she is.
It's ink?
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If
Another
you wish to
Andy.
avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to do this. Oh. Maybe I will pull for her.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be Belle, right?
That was pretty
Mayflower
cool.
mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you? I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
I don't need no learning.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean? Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina.
Yeah.
That was when she started to pull away from me.
I'd be nomming, you know? Oh, nom.
Medicine.
All on the fiber optics.
What did the sacrifice serum bringer have?
Watch your internet.
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum.
Hi, how you doing?
Medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development
I do have her.
of corruption. In the end,
Wait for this to finish up.
turned into ethereals, and
Kinda
they
listening.
became
I'm not
sacrifices, losing
at
all
50-50.
consciousness. The ethereals were killed while
I'm here for the
sacrifices
noise.
were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing.
Well, I might have a bad answer for you, depending on the question.
Until I saw Terry.
Usually bad answers I got. I'm not very good at answering them.
I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation,
You know, it's probably Ellen.
Before Landon returned, I went back to the the residence and snuck into his study.
Spent too much money on her.
And there,
For not,
I
for not
uncovered
to
the
be.
truths I just told you. And just a few days later,
Very,
it was time to
very
do it.
expensive fish.
I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day,
Let's see if I can pull it up over
I
here.
told everyone present that Landon would be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
I see this.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Oh my god, he looks like someone that beats his wife. Or should be real EP.
You have no use anymore.
I don't even know what I want.
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen
That-
to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
That don't show it very well. Like, I gotta... Oh god.
No, I was just...
Mom, I wanna go home.
It's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I'm working on her engine.
This is what happens when you don't accept the
I only
blessing.
have...
Vivian, was this you?
Dina,
U3, whatever it is.
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done...
Yeah,
He's my father.
I got all of that in the first patch.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
I mean, as well, she's the reason I got into this game. I wouldn't be here without her.
I never expected her to continue his
I remember hearing there.
Camille would stay.
So he was making a new game. I was like, eh. I'm already playing HSR.
So she's always
At the time, I was playing Genshin.
She's not a bad person.
I don't need a third one. And now I don't play Genshin and I spend more money on HSR.
She joined the
ZZZ than I have on Genshin.
and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she...
That's right, I know a lot of people like Jane. I like my Jane too.
taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina.
Was she?
Trapped her.
I feel she'd probably be the next character I do that. And get
Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
M6 for if I were to do it again.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the
I don't blame you. It's a rat.
than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to
Can't say no to the
obsession
rat.
They do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need
Try and
to
hit
believe in
F1. That's
yourself.
not one.
You were currently
That's a
resolving
different
the
button.
sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could find
Some rat's rat, you know?
It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you
Just-
truly are a wonderful listener.
It's the rat. It's the only rat you ever need.
Don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted.
I'm thinking about it. I don't think I heard engine level.
And let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
I don't remember. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Oh.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
How do you pronounce
I was
that?
just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy.
I remember that from when I remember
I
that.
think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought.
There's
Later,
I'd believe it if they were.
been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
It's like
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were
I remember. Set the cat. He's a cat.
I think I know.
He's a
what
cat.
you tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Like the cats that are afraid of the mouse.
Me a lot when I started working.
But it's a rat.
I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been
Oh,
fired
absolutely.
ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and.
I remember watching a video when someone just straight said we need more Twinks and ZZZ. He's like, no, we got one. I want to see what happens. You know? It's wild. Oh. I think I've seen some art of that too, and it's real funny. Oh my god, I can finally look.
I shall follow your orders.
I mean, don't give me that. Let's go in there. Yeah, there's my... there is my fish. I don't think I've seen that. That sounds wild. Anyway, let me check this. It's a 20.
Wanna be my research subject?
Oh wait, I find blackbirds. I didn't think it'd be not safe for work. I didn't know it was a thing. Burp. No, maybe I'll look it up later. I don't know. Oh, she's the character I've invested most in this game. Probably. Actually, probably between all three of the games. Good. Well. Actually, no, I guess it's technically my Clara. I put a lot into her. Like what am I doing? An unreasonable amount. You know what? You'd never guess it. I love penguins. Just the silliest little guys, just waddling about. Gotta love them.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to
Exactly. Get it.
control. She's trying to combine the two to make
You waddling about and just being like,
if the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. concoction
You just can't say no.
sacrifices on its own.
You're so silly.
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny
Oh, there was one. Where was it?
I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I can't say it just bugs in general. What do I want to say? Yeah, specifically Remoras. I hate those things. For one reason in particular.
I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into
I was spelled that right.
As for how things will ultimately play out.
The creator.
This stupid little fish. So this thing right here caused me so much pain.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo.
Someone plays a turn, I was like, oh man.
Lycon said there's something
Then they keep it around. Like, ugh, why do you gotta be this way?
Alright, let's patch him in.
Especially going like, what's the line? Island, Soaring, Signet, Remora. You know, not even it could be like a reliquary tower, just so you can actually keep all the cards. Just keep it around for like 4 turns. Like, I want to have fun. Let me have fun.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the bank?
For then all.
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
I can think of 2 animals I think with all.
So
Is it an opossum? I think that starts with O. I'm not actually sure.
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss
Oh,
Vivian
what name will start with O?
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
Back to Google. Back to Google.
Alright, then let's go together.
I'll send you the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well.
Oh, I forgot Ox is an owl, is an otter, is an ostrich. See, I know there's an otter similar to that stinky little fish. I think it's an otter. Is it Valley Flood caught an otter? It is an otter. Oh, is it? Probably. Looking through this. Hold on. Tell me you like this thing right here. This one is not bad. It's a decent card. I like it. I haven't played it, but it's neat. I didn't mean to do that one. I'm gonna close that. What are their otters are there in? Magic. Drow. Kitsta. All I can think of. be one more. There's the otters. Oh,
Is
well,
that
thank
it?
you. I don't know why there wasn't sound earlier. There should have been. Thank you for the follow. I guess I gotta look into that later. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I know why I didn't do anything.
Good evening.
What am I doing here?
Have a good one, and please come
Oh.
again.
I may have an answer. No guarantees. Never guarantee.
Miss Banshee,
Oh.
I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now
Banshee.
how about you?
Sincerity? My
No,
presence here
epic.
is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work
I
together, Miss
don't
Banshee,
know what that is, so I'm gonna say no.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my
At the
true
moment,
sincerity?
No need
I'm just listening to a lot of Guilty Gear music.
Our door is always
It's pretty much all it's been.
coming
Like,
or going.
We both know what's
that's like
best,
week? 2
so
weeks?
let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why
There might be an answer.
despite
Still no
such
guarantees.
a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh, do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
Sacrifice.
No, who are
Oh.
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve?
Why is that?
Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the
That
sacrifice is hidden.
both cast.
You know where the sacrifice
Cast and crew. I don't remember everyone.
Can we go get something to eat now?
My brain not big enough for all that.
I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course.
You know, I've seen a bit
Important guest discussing
with
matters on an empty stomach.
him
As for
and
dessert, I will prepare it
Julian.
myself, and I guarantee
I think that'd be
it
pretty
will
neat.
satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a
She's a little murder vamp, you know? That's why she has an umbrella. Just stab people with it and just go poke poke.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
That one.
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
I can see all three. I think I've seen all three.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain.
Yeah, there's
Once more people
there's one
arrive,
artist
we'll enter the garden
on
through the
Twitter I
door
see
in
a
the
lot of
corner
that.
of the banquet
He
hall.
does stuff like that.
Wherever you go, I'll follow Lord Phaethon.
What have they done though?
Isn't this going a bit too well?
But look at it's one.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's
To
tell
hiding. I was hiding somewhere.
Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was
Ellen,
Hartman
Miyabi,
might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Trigger. Julian. Vivian.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food.
I've seen a lot.
Come out. Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected
You know, it's fair.
into my territory. I suppose I should thank him.
But
otherwise,
I'd prefer that
to go to great lengths to
over whenever there's a cutscene and HSR is just absurdly loud for no reason.
Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
It's like every time it happens, I turn the audio down in OBS because it's so loud. Just a lot of work that I don't want to do. Oh my god, it's Hugo.
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must
He's
know
living.
Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard!
You're not thinking I haven't seen anything with Arena.
Petty tricks!
Petty tricks?
Uncle.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Now tickle his knees. Punch his kneecaps. Slap him in the shin real hard. A twig.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth
Yeah, let's get him.
in the end.
What? That was really weird.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Hello, Lycan. I miss your old VA.
Longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We
I was
pulled
making
that off
something.
together with flawless teamwork and
It
managed
smells
to
like garlic, I
fool
think.
everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the
He's a
consequences
weird
would be if
guy,
I
you
didn't
know.
understand your code? If I decided against helping you, or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw.
He's just a little silly.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me.
I mean, different from
Don't try to brush this
like
off.
4 patches ago?
I've already helped
To
you
now,
make
or just in
your plan.
general?
Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist.
Because he got,
I have more plans
I know
than
he got
hired
recast
assistants, so naturally I would not
last
hide
patch.
anything from you. Simply put,
He went a couple patches
things stay,
voiceless.
whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird. I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with
I think it was.
Edmund and managed to
I
obtain
think it's a
resources
timeline on
from
that. I actually
Proms
don't
for
remember.
my future plans.
I know he
also
recently got
confirmed what
recast though.
attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor...
Anyway, let's look it up real quick.
That was also sent by yours truly.
I spell like it.
He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
What am I looking?
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than
Where
your
would
lot
that
because
info
I get
be?
around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk
Yeah, you gotta
setting yourself
recast
alight, it's better to let it
1.6.
burn free.
When I helped you,
My favorite Genshin is Noelle.
killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice court out.
She is
That was
my
intentional
most
too, then?
used character in that game.
And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman.
I don't know why
Perfect
that's the
situation
case.
for keeping the Ravenlock family in check.
But like,
while dealing a
she's so
cutting
much.
blow
I just have
to
fun
the
with her when I
Exaltists.
played Genshin.
Another
Her and Eula were
crucial
just
point
my main team before I dropped the game for the first time.
sever any ties they have with me.
Then Eula was gone for like a year, and then
Though I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened.
I played the game again after
That's the only way they would be safe. Allowing the
her banner was gone for the second time.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will blood
Yeah,
in my
Noelle's.
hands. I will carry the weight
I did
of
everything with her.
sins. I will become the abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's
This is also kind of Navia too. I like Navia as well.
But unfortunately,
It's like Claymore use.
I want revenge on the Raven.
Specifically Geo ones.
And I
They're
won't
my
show
favorite.
That despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman.
I'm kind of
suffers
sad
a
they
slow,
hardly actually make any Claymore users.
Of course.
But
I also
there's been like
promised Vivian that I would
one
help her
recently.
investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
And
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is
yeah,
the
more
first problem I plan to
Navuika.
resolve. Nikon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet?
Yeah.
And can take a lot of damage?
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully we'll see you again. And thank you for the head pats. I almost forgot about him today.
What exactly are you doing?
I just hope we have a good night.
Me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were...
Oh, it's gonna be harder to forget about Valley Flood Caller.
Be more precise, like
It's a good card.
I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug.
It's the only other otter I can think of in Magic. I know there's more.
Previous collaboration.
I guess there's the otter tokens. I don't think I have any of those though. I got a fish.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I
What are they
simply
doing
need
to
to
him?
put on a show in front of my...
Why does he need to be tied up? And why is like all wet?
Is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's
Oh, we love
exactly
mind breaking.
what's happening now.
Those so silly little
To
thing.
endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I
God, that's
can
some pretty
make it?
funny medical advice. Yeah, honest.
So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand.
I'm really going through it.
Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet?
Ooh.
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
Probably both. More likely time.
Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
How dare she?
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline.
You know, I guess that's fair.
Then
It's not right, but it's fair.
to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Oh.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are
That's
you?
not what bang sound like.
Hidden deep within your heart, your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. poison, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I
She's
hate
a little
her
silly.
because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money.
It's at least $7.
Use that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure.
And then arguing with yourself over this.
You'll be nothing
I don't even know what they're talking about.
trampled into the
It's going wild, whoever it is.
so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she
It sounds like he's speaking the mic.
Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive.
The person that did turn on Remora.
But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry.
You don't actually turn on the wrist, like that's pretty bad too.
For having neither the strength nor the courage to resist.
Not quite as painful, but still
Begging for
painful.
So-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
Time to commit violence?
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
They're on the dock.
I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Behind the building? No. Oh, it was on the dock. I just saw that by the tower.
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why
No.
I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault.
Like a skill issue.
If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after
What, should we be looking in the water or something? What?
Have you forgotten about me?
Yes.
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
But climb up.
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer?
I said it's a skill issue.
Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why?
Good things happen to bad people, you know?
Are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know.
I'm gonna let this yapping go and figure out what that smell is. Be right back.
Serena.
was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful. And they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
Ooh.
Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release.
You know, I wonder why they chose to use the bang move instead of stick palette swap to Hugo.
Belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring? I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma?
Murder kids,
Power
gotta.
struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family.
Oh, yeah.
You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
Lygon.
Oh my god. There he is.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
Could say something rude.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
No, you don't see the ring around you?
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination.
No.
This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lygon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no
And we
such
are we.
thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't
I wonder why his evil self is in a bamboo. What if we'll ever know?
None of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic?
Ooh,
You don't actually
who's Jack?
trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own.
Throwing cards around.
But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
I'm no loser. Oh my god, it's gonna be a 1v1 against himself. Like using Jane against a Jane doppelganger.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Out of my way. Is that all? You're just afraid to admit it.
I can tell if I'm winning.
You're too scared to face your truth.
Why don't you die already?
And what you truly desire. Is that all?
Prepare to kneel before me.
Ooh.
Out of my way. You fool. Are you trying to kill me?
Oh.
You think you can just get rid of me?
Yes.
Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally
Latitudes.
understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Oh.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Now kiss.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
No, there's no, like, halo effect going around you.
I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight, and I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Ah, come on, you want just fight a crippled. Do it.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone? I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do, and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltis fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have
All
taken
fish.
the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Orange, let me go. Let me get him.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Oh.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Hide.
Quit shooting your gun. That's rude, you know. Right. We're gonna get this done.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try. Let the party begin. More workers here.
Hey, wait a minute. Nah, never mind, it's a different guy.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every dinny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
In great detail.
It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Yeah, let's go.
You owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon. Those work.
Who the hell are you?
Scram, why don't you take a guess?
Oh, evil!
We're the ones here to stop you.
Good job, Lycan.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs, how are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. Dance.
The end is nigh.
You had a lot more aggression.
Take this. I've merely learned to control my strength. When I need to be aggressive, I will be.
Whoa.
Damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the...
No, not the billion-dollar corporation. Oh.
You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family, You
always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Well, I guess there's the explanation.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes
Honestly, I'd believe either one.
You know me at all.
Then I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away.
Oh, that's Jack.
When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going.
Oui.
If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But
all that fancy clothes, why would you do that?
I will also allow you to walk your own path. Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think
Bro,
that way.
I know.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
Finally getting to the end.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
Oh yeah.
You still don't get it, do you?
Can you?
This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh,
I thought it'd be funny.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird.
I do honestly love these little like comic cinematics.
Stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
Oh, Hugo's got a speedboat?
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans.
I've always been selfish, what do you mean?
I'm selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Was it with the mayor?
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence
Mr.
to share,
Hugo
please do so
Vlad.
first. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
Oh.
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Oh.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Is this the end? Hope it is. Okay, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. In the meantime. I'm gonna cry. Okay, which one is it? I don't remember. This one. I think this is the one that's changing soon. Don't know how well this is gonna go. I think it should be fine, despite the fact that Ellen's tension's not leveled.
My turn. Bernie's red shoe.
No escape.
Ow.
An opening.
Okay.
The flames follow my flow. That's such a pain. I'm here.
So many colors.
I'm done opening. This party is just getting started. Let's crank it up.
Hit him where it hurts.
You better not get my trust hurt. Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon? It's time.
Catch him up. The final act
I don't know what I'm
begins
doing.
now. Let's make this quick.
Want some more?
Perfect opportunity. An opening. My flames will never die.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
Get lost. Time to go home. Get back. You're the boss, Master. Take this.
Ow. Rather rude.
Weak. Get lost. Time to go home. Watch me. Yeah.
An opportune time.
No worries, boss. Time to strike.
Say no more.
Around and around.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Stop.
I'm just
Thanks for your business.
fumbling it all.
Get back.
Thank you for
All
your
right, fine. Take this. Break time. Time to strike.
An opportune time.
I'll bite your throat out.
Come on. It's fine.
How about this? Yeah! The perfect bite. As my master wishes.
I did it. I want a 4. Please, game, please. Oh. Am I have enough time? 3 days. Oh yeah, I have time. Okay, so I'm gonna get it either way. Come on, Belle. There we go. Let's get away from midnight though. I got decent bit done. I don't know how much I have left. I got decent bit done. Stay tomorrow. I'll be back. I don't know. See what happens. Bye bye.